Yo. All right. So today is May 5th, 2025. I took two trades today. Um, let's go over them. I don't think I have a video for them. I don't think so. I think that I started my video very late, so I don't think I have an actual video that shows where I traded at. Yeah, just 11. All right, and the trade didn't come. Those trades didn't come in until I have one at 11:55. So we can at least go over this one. But the other two trades I can't go over, so I don't know what they look like. I can go over this 11:55 one. I thought I cut this one early. Guess not. All right, so let's go over this 11:55 one. It was kind of awkward when I took it, but it made sense. So okay, so 11:55. 11:55. All right. So short. All right, 11:55. So I'm looking for a short up here. The reason I'm looking for a short is because VIX is at a demand zone. It's been holding the entire freaking morning, and I thought that well maybe as we go into the lunchtime, that price is gonna just sell the heck off. So if this thing would play, that would be wonderful. See if this one plays. Nope, just as bad. All right, it's not even shaking its leg. All right, that one's kind of shaking its leg. All right, so like it's gonna be a choppy video. All right, so 11:55. I'm looking for a trade entry. Let's see if we speed this up. 2 times speed, see if it even starts moving. Okay, that's pretty decent. All right, I'm looking for a price to kind of break out of this channel here, this straight, this trend line that I'm trying to form, trying to find. Um, ES and then Q. I mean, the range chart and the main chart just wasn't cooperating with one another today. All right, this really wasn't working well with me. Um, 11:55, 36. So I did use the 15-minute chart for this entry. Wow, this thing is still trying to figure out how to get to 11:55. Let me pull up that because it is my last trade. All right, so I took the 10-minute tick chart. So we came up to this here. We had a nice rejection. It looked like it was ready to go. Failed. I just cut it early. All right. So basically, yeah. So we had a nice little rejection here. That's this right here. This is the 1 minute time frame. Price did nicely remove itself from there, so I like that. And maybe I should have drawn a better trend line, wait for price to break that. But I like this rejection here, so I took it. So I'm trying to see if maybe we need to find out if the trend lines are broken with the range. Maybe that makes a great combination. Um, will help mitigate losses versus just the rejection point and not breaking the trend line. Because I'm thinking the trend lines may help because I've been trying to really incorporate them. And at times when everything matches, when this breaks the trend line, that breaks the trend line, right? Everything just seems to flow. This is just take forever. But anyways, price started wanting to go, and it just didn't. It just came up and then really took me out. That's basically it. How that trade went. I will just pull up the live charts for the other three, the other two, and go from there. So let's just do that. All right. So this trade here came in at 10. first trade was break even. I thought it was a loss. First trade came in at 10.20. Right here, you can see, boom. We moved nicely, bam. I thought about exiting this trade early. I said I'm probably just gonna get this 5. This right here, right? Probably exit for take my 4 points and bounce, or 4 to 5 points and bounce, because price came to this trend line. It couldn't break the trend line. This is the trend line that was formed on the 5 minute, because it was a 5 minute level. So right 5 minute, we had a nice rejection. That we'll have another rejection. We did have the other rejection that I was looking for, but wasn't strong enough to really bully itself out of this 5671 level, which it held. As you can see, it held it there. So, but when price broke out on the 1 minute tick chart, on the 1 minute time frame, and the tick chart did not, it held its ground. It held its ground. This line here is also no, it wasn't yet. It wasn't yet. It was going to be formed. All right, so this line here held, and well, I thought about exiting. I wish I did exit, but that's neither here nor there. Price is done. Looking for VIX to go down and actually bounce higher. So, but I'm just glad that I entered the trade. Everything looked good. When I entered, we had this buy, and then sell on the 10 tick chart. If we look at the main tick chart, which is here, we had a strong sell here, so I would have been entering late and not really giving me much room to move. And I only entered on the lower tick chart because it had longer movements on the charts, so better entry for me. And the risk should be less, so about 3 points, I would say 3 to 4 points, right? I don't have it here. I don't know why that's not there. That should tell me what my risk is, but it's not there. Right, about 3 to 4 points. All right, so that was the trade there. Good trade, good entry, good everything. You know, NQ is rejecting this area here as well. Everything set up well, just price just couldn't commit. Second trade, as soon as I entered, same area. My last area was right here. And about 20 minutes later, same area, price just said, no, I'm just going to continue higher. And that was it. That was basically it. We came back, looked like the 5 minute rejected this area nicely. I said, okay, cool, we're holding. Stop loss will be here. It should be good. We have a buy that couldn't break through this level here. Even though this is a fresh freaking level, shouldn't have marked it, right? It's still brand new, fresh. Shouldn't have marked it. Price really needed to actually show me it wanted to move around that level. That level was still being developed. That was my fault. Shouldn't have been in that trade. But anyways, nonetheless, I still took my screenshots. As you can see, that this is the other trade that where I had entered. Price came back down to this and bounced off nicely afterwards and bounced up. But that's neither here nor there. And then now goes VIX going into these levels here. And this level is what was important. I wanted to see VIX reject this. VIX was rejecting this when it came in, but this is a 30-minute and a 1 hour level and a 15-minute level. I did not wait for VIX to actually complete its thing. I was looking at for the 5 minute levels from ES. NQ still holding below initial balance, still holding this area here that was faded from ES. As you see, it just couldn't break it. But ES did not care. ES is above initial balance. VIX is below initial balance, but VIX has a demand zone. So it was a lot of confusion, but it had a higher chance of working in my favor as far as area of location, but not in my favor as far as volume presence, because the volume presence was very bullish. And well, that was that. So I stood out and didn't take any other trades. I did take a trade on the practice account just for kicks and giggles. So I would show that if it will play. At 1303, I took a long and said, what if that works out? 1303. Right here, I took a long. I like how price broke out of the trend line on that one, but this one didn't break it. It was still holding it. So I said, let's speculate You see how price reacts. Maybe price will go up to this 5700 level because that's the next area to go. Unfortunately for me, I got stopped out. I did not go back to the area of origin that broke this level to say I need to, because there's a buying right here that broke this level. Price came exactly to that and then went to that 5700 area. All right, there goes me marking it. I said, oh, which I marked it earlier because we had this level here, we held it, right, and we broke out of it with so much force over the candle, and then we held it. So when price came back down to it, that's where the entry should have been at. My entry was up here, got stopped out, and then price gave the opportunity to enter there, and then price went. So I just needed to wait. And first I needed to find my level and then wait for that level. I needed to find where did we break out of that level. And if I went down to the tick chart, if I can find a tick chart, I think that's a tick chart. Yeah, it is. All right, so go down to the tick chart, which is this one here. We see price broke out of all of this right here. Right, tick chart, boom. Right, could have marked it down here and up there. This is the 10 tick chart. Let's go to the 15. No, let's go to the 15. Let's drop this up to 2 because I don't want it to try to do so much resetting. Let's give me 15, man. Okay, don't play with me. All right, so why this? Why you not showing the stuff, man? They should have just been showing it. It's after market hours. Just be kind and populate. This is tired. All right. Yeah, so there's nothing here for me to work with. I think we do have it on the 20 tick chart, but it's way up here above the break. So I wanted to see maybe there's something within this area that I could work with. So if I could mark this like this, well, let's put that like that, and then we also have this one here. All right, now let's go back to let's do the 5 minute, I mean the 5 tick range. Let's do today. All right, and let's go take a look. All right, we can see that we have this little bad boy right here. That one looks nice. Let's just make it this. All right, so that one looks nice. All right, and you can see price came right back to it and bounced up and then took off. All right, and it also works on the 10 tick chart. Right, so I could have marked this whole thing right here. All right, mark this whole thing right here, and then we're just looking for a buy. Probably could have marked the lowest part of it, but no. Let's remove this one. All right, and price came right down to it. Price came right down to it and bounced the heck up, right to that area where I wanted it to go to, and then I think that was all she wrote. Probably never came back up there again. All right, so yeah, that was that. So now let's see what the heck price actually did. So price finally did sell off. All right, price finally did freaking sell off back towards these lows, and but that was after VIX did the rejection that I was vying for it to do the whole damn time. All right, so we had a 30-minute level. All right, so now we got to wait for this to reach that level. So this is the 30-minute level right here. I didn't mark it for ES and NQ. I wish I did, because there was an actual there was actual this level here. I thought about marking it, but I didn't. I said I should mark it, right? And I hate when I have those ideas, cause and I just don't. Cause we had a 4 hour up here, and I think I marked it for them all, but I didn't. Right? Like, okay, this one has a 4 hour, so I marked it 4 hour. I'm pretty sure I did. No, I didn't mark it. See, that was my fault. I should have marked it. All right. So if I did mark it, let's just go into just marking them right now. All right. Right here. All right. This is 4. It's 4. 4. All right. Thought about marking it, didn't mark it. Stupid. Stupid. Stupidos. Dumb. Idiot. Whatever you want to say. Should have did it. Alright. Because that's when price actually worked the heck out. Alright. And I know that when all of them reach a level and reject nicely, they'll all work the heck out. So that was my fault. You can see that this one kind of stayed in there the whole time. Let's go to the 1 hour. Right now it's a little lower, right? And that's the level. You can see that you have that rejection there. All right. I thought it was odd that only ES had that 4 hour one, and NQ and VIX didn't. But there it is right here. All right. There it is right there. Same spot. All right. Go to the 30-minute. Same spot. All right. Now I'm like, okay, maybe I should just mark the end part of it, but this is a block. I can't really mark the end part. I have to mark it from the block part. All right. So now we have this 30-minute. Where I probably mark it from here, exactly where I went to. Okay, this is 30-minute. Inside a 1 and 4. Let's just copy that. All right. So just marking the block. We're not gonna mark the bottom part of it. Marking the block. 30-minute inside of a 1 and 4. Alright, and then that one I may mark the bottom part of it because the wick is very wicky. 30. Right? Boom. Okay, so now we're looking for that rejection point, and we do get that, and then that was it for price. Right? I think we had a 15-minute for this one, so let's go to 15-minute. Alright, so it's very wicky, very that, so probably would have marked the whole thing. Just like the 30 minutes, it probably would have been that. The 15-minute is also this right here, very wicky block. So that's that. Oh my goodness, that would have been it right there. I just needed to wait for that, right? Just needed to wait for that. How? Because this should have went. Alright, so now let's look at it from all the different perspectives here. The hell was that? Was that notes? Yeah, notes. Alright, notes. 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 Alright, so we got here absorption, price still haven't reached yet. Okay, do we have a trend line? Is a question. Let's try to see if we bust a trend line. We got a nice trend line happening right here. It looks too far off. I like what the 5-minute have over here. Let's go over here like this. Boom, boom, boom. maybe on this yellow marker. I like this yellow one here. I don't know why, just like it. And then we'll work backwards to see if we have anything that we can go look at that like this, that, that like this like that. Alright, so this looks pretty good. I can rock with this. Alright, nice breakout here. Now let's look at the tick chart and see what is it that the tick chart offers me. This is a 30-minute time frame. We got our first potential rejection, not there yet. Rejection there. We got our first close. Oh hell yeah. It's the 1 hour. Alright. No, not yet. That one is touched it. That one touched. High is 5,700. Yeah, that one touched. So that one is good. Let's draw a box. Check out the 15-minute. Do we have anything here? No, we're just rising on dead volume. Right? Rising on dead volume. Do we have anything as it shows sell? No. Alright, we do have an absorption over here. Have absorption right here. Alright, now let's look at the tick chart. Alright, let's put this at 1 hour. View. Let's go to the 21st because I fucked that up. 21st. It's under notes. Alright, you can see that it's just very long. I mean, that's a 5-point move for a nice drop. Alright, we're gonna go back and readjust this. So let's go to go back to this here. Too damn wide. Kind of like that. Too damn narrow. Too damn wide. Yeah, this looks damn near perfect. I'll just put it here. Usually adjust itself. No, let's put it like this. Yeah, this is pretty damn good. Let's put that one there. No, I can the other way. There. Alright. So now broke out of it. Breaks out of it here. Alright, and now let's go to the lower tick chart. Let's go to the 10 like we had today because the 10 was probably like the clearest one for me. Let's see if we could adjust this here. Kind of like this, but this is how I had it the first time. Boom. Right, came out. This is where, and I try to go up. Price came back down. Right, so now we have this actual trend line right here. Got this trend line right here. Boom. All right, so this trend line looks good. I like this one inside of this trend line. right? Probably try to aim to get to that. I like this trend line right here. Here go, we're out. Yeah, that was it. That was freaking it. Boom. Yep. And once we get more than 2 to 1 on the go. Oh, yep, more than 2 to 1 came back. Boom. And then my goal would have been yep, right to that damn level. Son of a gun. I think I wanted to go down to here. Yeah, this is the level that I wanted. 56. See here. Should go 56.50. No, my goal is way down lower. My goal was down here. Alright, so but I would have exited here perhaps, or even down here, depending on how price reacted when it got to here. Nice drop. Alright, probably just ride that bitch out. Alright, so let's see. Was there anything to stop it? Yeah, just this right here. Maybe this one right here. Yeah, that would have been a nice exit. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Yeah, so this right here would have been a nice exit. Nope, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. This absorption. So this one here. Alright. Yep, that one. So right here. Would have been an entry. So we go to that. Yeah, this would have been a nice trade, and I probably would have wanted to just let this thing run. Risking 4 points to get 29 points. I would take it every single day. 29 points. Wow. Yeah. Alright, get through this VWAP. I just smashed through VWAP. Yeah, right here, 29 points. Oh my goodness. That's a sexy number. $435. Yeah, I'd take that. Alright, cause I would have made up my. I think I should have made up my loss. Just this itself. Yeah, that right there made up my first loss. My first 2 losses right there. That would have made it 2 times. Right. So I would have made it up, and then I would have had profit, and then I would have had even more profit, which is probably about the same size as let's see here. 1, 2. Not much bigger actually. Yeah, so that's yeah, much bigger. I don't know why I did all 3. Just needed 2. Alright. So yeah, that would have been a nice trade. What I didn't do is wait for VIX to tell me what it wanted to do. And if we go to VIX, we'll see that VIX was about that bullshit. Alright, and there goes VIX right here. It's holding that line until it's out of the breakout. Probably could have drew a damn trend line like this. He's out of that trade at 305. 1450 is where it is. Alright, bam. Yeah, but VIX was really pissing me off. VIX is what was because I was waiting for VIX. I like VIX is not letting price go down. My VIX is not going down, so price should actually be moving down. Right, VIX should have been moving up, but VIX just stayed here the whole time, and then all the way at 3 o'clock is when it moved. So, good idea, good trade idea, just couldn't get it.